Hello students, welcome to our new lecture for wave optics, that is lecture number 5. In this lecture we will discuss about the geometry of Young's double slit experiment. In the last video I have been discuss about the conditions for constructive and destructive interference pattern. In the Young's double slit experiment there are the two slit sources. Here suppose S1 and S2 are the two slit sources and the screen is along the vertical plane, that is along the y-axis, and the optical rays, that are the light waves emitted from S1 and S2 will travel along the x-axis suppose, and the whole setup is in the yz plane here. Now here small d is the distance between the sources of light, that is S1 and S2. Capital D is the distance between the sources and the screen. To obtain the well-defined interference pattern, the distance capital D should be large as compared to the distance small d. This distance capital D is in meter, that is 1 meter, 1.5 meter or about 2 meter, and the distance small d is in millimeter. Now here this is suppose our screen. When the waves are emitted from S1 and S2, the light waves, that secondary wavelets, all the secondary wavelets emitted from the source S1 reach to point O, and the wavelets from S2 reach to point O. Sorry, this is the point O dash now here, and O is the center point of the slit sources S1 and S2. When the waves, all the wavelets from S1 and S2 reach to point O dash, S1 O dash and S2 O dash, from the geometry of figure, the distances are equal. So there should be no path difference when the waves reach at point O dash, that is at the center. We consider that is the center of screen suppose. Is that? So at the center of the screen, when the waves reach, there will be the path difference 0, and we know that obviously for the 0 path difference there is the constructive interference and the point O will appear always bright. Now on either side of point O, this is the point O, that is the central point. Central point ला तुम्हाला काय मिळणार? ब्राइट बँड. and on either side, त्याच्या दोन्ही साइडला ब्राइट नंतर डार्क, ब्राइट, डार्क, ब्राइट. खाली पण म्हणजे इथे वर्टिकल सेक्शन मध्ये आपण कन्सिडर करू. सेंटरला इथे ब्राइट असेल तर मग डार्क बँड, मग ब्राइट बँड, मग डार्क बँड असे बँड्स मिळतील. या साइडला पण डार्क ब्राइट असे बँड्स आपल्याला मिळतील. इज दॅट? सो वी नो ॲट द सेंट्रल पॉइंट वी कॅन कन्फर्म, we will give the confirm explanation that at point O dash there is the bright point and there is the constructive interference. But on either side of this point O dash on the screen, इथे कुठे पण बघा कोणत्याही पॉइंटला, कोणताही पॉइंट तुम्ही कन्सिडर केला तर त्या पॉइंटला कन्स्ट्रक्टिव्ह इंटरफरन्स असेल की डिस्ट्रक्टिव्ह इंटरफरन्स असेल, पॉइंट विल appear bright or dark. We have to find the condition for that, and we decide that whether the point is constructive or whether the point is destructive by calculating the path difference. So for that, first we calculate the path difference. Here the path difference is represented by delta L. We consider any point P on the screen now. On the upward side we consider, suppose P is the point, and as it is along the y-axis we are taken here. The distance between the O dash, that is from the center of the center of the interference pattern, the distance between O dash and P, that is suppose y, we consider that. Is that? Now here we know three distances. Small d, that is the distance between the two slit sources. Capital D is the distance between slit source and screen. And y is also again there is a distance, that is the distance of the point P from the center of interference pattern. So we have to decide whether the point P will appear bright or dark. हे आपल्याला कोण सांगणार? Wavelets, all the wavelets from S1 will reach to point P. That is the path covered by them is S1P. What is the path of the sources S2? Source S2 पासून निघणाऱ्या वेव्ह ज्या आहेत, all the wavelets from S2 will reach to point P and cover the distance S2P. Now we know that from the geometry of figure it is clear that the distance S2P is more than S1P. So when we calculate the path difference, we calculate the difference of S2P minus S1P. That gives us the path difference, that is suppose represented by delta L. And when this path difference is integral multiple of wavelength, that is n lambda, we can say there is the constructive interference and point P will appear bright. Is that? We know the condition for constructive interference. Now for the destructive interference, if the path difference, that is the delta L, that is S2P minus S1P, is half integral multiple of wavelength, that is n minus half lambda, we can say the point P will appear dark, there is the destructive interference. Now from the geometry of figure, we will find the expression for this path difference, that is S2P minus S1P, and for that, to find the path difference, we consider here, considering the triangle S1 dash P and triangle S2 dash P. See here, S1 dash P is the right angle triangle here. Then S2 dash P is also the right angle triangle here. Now we have to calculate S2P minus S1P. So first we calculate S2P whole square minus S1P whole square. And how we calculate that? That S2P is equal to, see here, how we take the S2P, that is the diagonal of this right angle triangle S2 dash P. So we can write the value of S2P is equal to D square plus this distance S2 dash P. How we calculate S2 dash P? We know distance O dash to P is Y, and this distance, बघा हे एवढा distance, हे जे distance आहे O dash पासून S2 dash पर्यंत आणि वरचं O dash पासून S1 dash पर्यंतचं काय असेल हे distance बघा. Yes, we know that this distance is nothing but the distance between two slit sources, that is the D. So we can say S1 dash O is D by 2. Similarly, S2 dash O is again D by 2. So S2 dash P is equal to Y plus D by 2 whole square. So we can say S2P is that S2P square, that is equal to D square plus Y plus D by 2 whole square. Minus, in the second bracket, what we have to write here? For S1P square, again the triangle S1 dash P, this distance is S1P square, this distance is capital D. We can use the Pythagoras right angle theorem for right angle triangle. Here we can say S1P square is equal to D square plus this distance is nothing but this total distance is Y and this distance is D by 2. So this distance is equal to Y minus D by 2. So I can write here D square plus Y minus D by 2 whole square. Now in your book it is directly given. See here, we can write here S2P square minus S1P square is equal to, when we take the expansion, we can solve it here, D square plus Y plus D by 2 whole square. We use here the formula A plus B whole square, that is A square plus twice AB plus B square. So we write here A square, that is Y square, plus twice AB म्हणजे 2 into Y into D by 2. 2 cancel होईल आणि आपल्याला इथे YD मिळेल फक्त. And plus again B square, that is D by 2 whole square, that is D square upon 4. Now minus, again here minus D square minus Y square, again Y minus D by 2 whole square, 2 into Y into D by 2, that is 2 into YD by 2. So again we get YD and minus minus become plus. So here we get plus YD and again we get here D by 2 whole square, D square by 4. Due to this negative sign, here we get minus D square upon 4. Now we say D square get cancelled, Y square get cancelled, this D square by 4 D square by get cancelled, and YD plus YD we get 2YD. 2 into Y into D, that is S2P square minus S1p square. Now we can assume that as small d upon capital D, this ratio is very less than 1. Therefore, we can write this S2p is approximately equal to S2p, or we can say S2p plus S1p. या दोघांचा जर सम आपण घेतला तर तो आपण approximately equal to twice d घेऊ शकतो. बघा 2d. आणि इथे आपण हा जो हे आहे याचं एक्सपान्शन करू. a स्क्वेअर मायनस बी स्क्वेअर म्हणजे a प्लस बी a मायनस बी. आपल्याला S2p मायनस S1p पाहिजे. सो ऑन दिस साइड वी राईट S2p मायनस S1p. समजतंय? आणि H2p प्लस S1p हा इकडे नेऊ खाली बघा डिनॉमिनेटरला. इथे आपल्याला मिळेल S2p प्लस S1p आहे ना. मग आता न्यूमरेटरला काय राहील 2yd आणि डिनॉमिनेटरला काय येईल टॉइस d. सो वी गेट y into small d upon capital D. 2 get cancelled. This is the path difference that is equal to delta L. We can say the path difference delta L is equal to y into small d upon capital D. We can put the value of y, that is the distance. We can put the value of small d, that is also the distance between the two sources of light, and capital D, distance between the slit sources and screen, and we can calculate this distance. Now if this distance delta L, that is the path difference, yd upon capital D is equal to n lambda, integral multiple of wavelength, we can say the point P is bright. That is, there is the constructive interference. Now if we write it for nth bright band, I can use here yn, and so the distance yn from the central bright band at a distance yn, there is a bright band, and we can calculate that distance yn is equal to, by using formula n lambda into small d upon capital D. बघा n into lambda हा बघा तुम्हाला काय मिळेल n lambda yn is equal to n into lambda into d upon small d. n lambda into d by d, that gives you the nth bright band, and the values of n are here 0, then plus minus 1, then plus minus 2, dash dash dash. Why we put here plus and minus? बघा पॉझिटिव्ह म्हटलं तर हा सेंटर पॉइंट घेतोय आपण नियर अबाउट ॲट ओरिजिन. मग वर जायचं वाय ॲक्सिसला पॉझिटिव्ह ब्राईट बँड्स मिळतील वरचे है ना. सेंटर ब्राईट बँडच्या वरच्यांना आपण वरचे पॉझिटिव्ह घेऊ आणि खालच्यांना आपण निगेटिव्ह डिस्टन्स. म्हणजे -1 म्हटलं तर कुठला हे होईल याच्यानंतरचा पहिला ब्राईट बँड म्हणजे खालच्या साईडचा. समजतंय? आणि +1 म्हटलं तर वर, +2 म्हटलं तर वरचा सेकंड ब्राईट बँड, अपवर्ड सेकंड ब्राईट बँड, +2 म्हटलं तर खालचा सेकंड ब्राईट बँड. सो वी यूज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ n हिअर. नाउ फॉर डार्क बँड वी कॅन राईट delta L is equal to, see here, the path difference yn d upon capital D. For the dark band, that is for destructive interference, I can write here n minus half integral multiple of wavelength, n minus half lambda, and so yn, that is the nth dark band, I can write n minus half into lambda d upon small d. So this is for the point P is dark, that is for the dark bright band. Here this is the distance of nth dark band from the central bright band. Here we can put the values of n is equal to +-1, +-2, +-3 dash dash dash. Why we can't put here 0? जर आपण इथे 0 ठेवला, समजतंय ना? When we put the value of 0, again we get the negative sign, and at the 0 part difference there is the bright band, so we put the value of +-1, +-2 for the dark band. So thus this is the expression for the path difference delta L, that is yd upon capital D, that gives us here the path difference is that. And if this path difference is integral multiple of wavelength, we can say the point is bright. If that path difference is odd multiple of half integral multiple of wavelength, we can say the point will dark, and we can find the position of nth bright band and position of nth dark band by using this formula. Now we calculate the fringe width. Now see here, at the center there is the bright band. मी ते ट्राय केला आहे डायग्राम काढायचा बघा. सेंटरला ब्राईट बँड आहे, त्याच्यानंतर डार्क मिळेल, त्याच्यानंतर ब्राईट डार्क असे बँड्स मिळतील वरच्या साईडला. खाली पण बघा ब्राईट नंतर डार्क ब्राईट असं है ना. डिस्टन्स बिटवीन एनी टू सक्सेसिव्ह डार्क और टू सक्सेसिव्ह ब्राईट, म्हणजे एका मागचे एक दोन ब्राईट किंवा दोन डार्क बँड. डिस्टन्स बिटवीन टू सक्सेसिव्ह ब्राईट or two successive dark band on either side of the interference pattern, that is called as the fringe width. We have to calculate the fringe width in your book. In short, that calculation is given in short, and it is considered that students should do the calculations themselves. Is that so? Here first we calculate the fringe width for the bright band. So for the bright band, we know that for bright band we can write the distance yn is equal to n lambda d upon small d. That is for nth bright band. That is the equation number 7.17 in your book. And for nth dark band, we can write this condition as yn is equal to half integral multiple, that is n minus half lambda d upon small d. By using these two equations, we can write here at the place of yn plus 1, I can write here n plus 1 into lambda d upon small d minus for yn I can write n into lambda d upon small d. So when I solve it, multiply n lambda d upon small d plus lambda d upon small d minus n lambda d upon small d. These two get cancelled here and I get the bandwidth W, or we can say the fringe width W is equal to lambda d upon small d. So this is for the bright band. Now for the dark band, I can use for the dark band, I can write for the dark band. I use the another pen here now. Suppose for the dark band, we consider n plus 1th dark band and nth dark band. I can write the fringe width W again here yn plus 1 minus yn. Now this calculation is not given in your book. So W is equal to yn plus 1. So I have to put n plus 1 here. So how I write that? N plus 1 minus is that half into lambda d upon small d minus for nth bright band I can write n minus half lambda d upon small d. So when I solve it, n plus 1 minus half, I get here n plus half. Is that lambda d upon small d. Is it clear? Minus here n minus half lambda d upon small d. Now when we solve it, I get here n into lambda d upon small d plus lambda d upon 2d. जेव्हा हाफ ने या लॅम्बडा डी बाय डी ला मल्टिप्लाय केलं तर मला मिळते लॅम्बडा डी अपॉन 2d मायनस अगेन n इंटू lambda d upon small d minus 1 has become plus lambda d upon 2d. बघा तुम्ही स्वतः पण हे बुक मध्ये सॉल्व करून बघायला पाहिजे. दिस इज नॉट गिवन इन युअर बुक बट यू कॅन डू इट इझिली. n lambda d गेट कॅन्सल. इथे मी lambda d upon 2d प्लस lambda d upon 2d ट्वाइस lambda d upon 2d 2 कॅन्सल होईल आणि बँडविड्थ मिळेल अगेन W इज इक्वल टू the bandwidth W is equal to lambda d upon small d. Baga. When we calculate it for bright band, the expression for bandwidth is lambda d upon small d. Here the expression is lambda d upon small d. Thus we can say the bright and dark fringes are equally spaced. Their distance is equal, their width is equal, and again we can say the bandwidth is directly proportional to wavelength if we keep this distance between the slit and the screen constant. Small d distance between the sources constant. म्हणजे स्मॉल डी आणि कॅपिटल डी हे जर कॉन्स्टंट ठेवले आणि वेवलेंथ बदलवली, वेवलेंथ इन्क्रीज केली बँडविड्थ इन्क्रीज होईल, वेवलेंथ डिक्रीज केली बँडविड्थ डिक्रीज होईल. म्हणजे रेड लाईट जास्त वेवलेंथचा लाईट बँडविड्थ जास्त असेल, ब्ल्यू लाईट समजते कमी वेवलेंथचा लाईट बँडविड्थ कमी असेल. दिस इज फॉर ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह. वी कॅन से द बँडविड्थ इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू वेवलेंथ. आता कॅपिटल डी बघा, सपोज स्लिट सोर्सेस वेवलेंथ एकच घेतली लाईटची, त्याच्यामधलं डिस्टन्स स्मॉल डी पण आपण बदललं नाही, पण आपण हा कॅपिटल डी बदलवू शकतो. स्क्रीन समजते थोडी पुढे आणली इकडे आणली तर कॅपिटल डी कमी होईल, थोडी दूर नेली सोर्सेसपासून कॅपिटल डी वाढेल. कॅपिटल डी वाढला बँडविड्थ वाढणार, कॅपिटल डी कमी झाला बँडविड्थ कमी होणार. म्हणजे बँडविड्थ इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू वेवलेंथ, बँडविड्थ इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू कॅपिटल डी. Generally these two values can be changed. Is that thus in this lecture we have described the geometry of Young's double slit experiment and also we have been calculated the expression for fringe width. Thank you.